Have you noticed that recently in the Chinese-speaking world, two invisible storms are raging at the same time? On one side, shocking new evidence has suddenly emerged in the Ayumi case in Beijing. 11 different drug reactions were detected in his body. Has he become a human guinea pig for some experiment? On the other side, Ayumi Hamasaki's empty venue concert in Shanghai continues to dominate the internet. The heat simply refuses to die down, and one clumsy move by the authorities has only fanned an even bigger wave of public outrage. Today, let's start with these two controlled stages. What exactly happened to Yu Menglong? Why was Ayumi Hamasaki's empty venue concert suddenly debunked, and whose face did it slap? Was Yu Menglong turned into a human lab rat? Recently, a video of Yu Menglong from before his death has been circulating online. Everyone knows he was over 1.80 m tall, but in the video, his cheeks are sunken, his limbs thin as withered branches, he looked completely emaciated and unrecognizable. According to leaks, his weight before death had dropped only 50 kilograms. This cannot be explained away as losing weight for a role. It was a pathological, diseased gauntness that even makeup couldn't hide. Why did a young, strong male actor suddenly waste away like this in such a short time? Multiple media outlets, citing online sources, report that 11 different drug reactions were found in Yu Menglong's body, including 8 new compounds that could be life-threatening. This claim is spreading wildly online. Many suspect he was used as a guinea pig in some kind of human experiment before he died. It sounds like a movie plot, but when combined with rumors of extreme emaciation and even teeth falling out, people can't help but wonder what kind of extreme treatment he suffered in his final days. Some psychics and commentators have even claimed that his kidneys were missing and hinted at horrific cannibalistic insider stories. Though none of this has solid evidence, it continues to spread widely, reflecting the public's utter distrust of the official conclusion of accidental death after drinking. The power of grassroots resistance is showing. Yu Menglong's unclear death and the arrogance of capital and power behind the case have enraged netizens. While digging for the truth in their own ways, they have also launched boycotts against those allegedly involved and related companies. Recent reports show that the netizens' actions are already having an impact. As we mentioned earlier, some people called in reports accusing actress Tian Herong, allegedly involved, of box office fraud for her new film. On December 1st, netizens posted that thanks to the overwhelming wave of reports, Tian Herong's movie has been pulled from theaters in multiple locations. The same netizen said, on Baidu alone, Yu Menglong is currently the second most searched celebrity, very close to the top one, and more people keep joining. Offline campaigns and LED screen protests in multiple places in Taiwan are also seeing great success, with the petition breaking 710,000 signatures. Additionally, numerologist Ma Xian revealed on a program that a big shot told him that artists under Yu Menglong's former agency, Tianyu Media, are banding together to terminate their contracts en masse. Everyone knows Tianyu Media forces artists into infamous slave contracts, called death contracts in the industry, binding you until you die, with astronomical penalties for breaking them. This is why Yu Menglong could never escape their control. According to The Insider, the artists are now filing collective lawsuits, citing illegal and non-compliant practices by the company, demanding contract termination. It said these artists will also issue statements through various channels declaring that they will not commit suicide, have no history of mental illness or depression, no substance abuse issues, and certainly would not accidentally fall from a building while drunk, etc. Ma Xian said this is what these people have come to realize after learning the truth about the company they signed with and worked for. Ayumi Hamasaki's empty venue concert and the authorities calling a deer a horse. Having covered the latest developments in the Yu Menglong case, let's talk about Japanese singer Ayumi Hamasaki's empty venue concert. These past few days, photos and videos of that concert have taken over the internet. The buzz just won't die. Especially after one idiotic move by the Chinese authorities, the incident has exploded into an even bigger public opinion storm. Most people already know what happened. The concert scheduled for November 29th in Shanghai was abruptly cancelled the day before, with the usual excuse of force majeure. But the most stunning part? Ayumi Hamasaki didn't leave. That night, together with more than 200 Chinese and Japanese staff members, she performed the entire set, start to encore, in front of 14,000 empty seats, exactly as if it were a real show. The photos she posted on social media moved countless people. Everyone said it was the ultimate respect for the spirit of contract. But apparently, this touching moment made certain people lose face. On the evening of December 1st, Shanghai's The Paper suddenly published an article with a sensational title, "The so-called Ayumi Hamasaki's one-person concert is false information." The article contained no journalists reporting, not a single word of original content, just a screenshot. The screenshot was an apology letter supposedly written by someone named Lai Zonglong, who claimed to be a member of the photography team. He said the widely circulated footage was actually secretly filmed rehearsal footage that he illegally uploaded to Douyin, Chinese TikTok, causing everyone to mistakenly believe Ayumi held a real empty venue concert. He expressed deep regret and apologized. This was a ruthless move, trying to reduce a heroic act of protest into a mere staff member's violation of rules. But the moment this statement came out, instead of calming things down, it triggered a massive backlash. The comments section exploded. "Are you kidding me? This is the most ridiculous whitewashing ever. This is literally the modern version of calling a deer a horse. Why does everyone believe the authorities are lying?" The evidence listed by netizens in the comments is truly brilliant. First, Ayumi Hamasaki herself stated very clearly on Instagram, after receiving the cancellation notice yesterday, "We performed from the first song all the way to the encore in front of an audience-less venue before leaving. Every performer and staff member gave it their all, exactly as if it were the official show." So is Ayumi herself conspiring with this supposed photographer to fake everything? Second, sharp-eyed netizens reconstructed the timeline. The concert was confirmed cancelled on the afternoon of the 28th, but the so-called rehearsal took place after the cancellation. Think about it, which singer, after learning the show is cancelled, would still put on full stage makeup and the custom-made Shanghai outfit just to do a rehearsal? The most direct evidence is the special effects used on site. Photos show massive amounts of bubble rain and confetti. Insiders know that if those bubbles land on seats, cleaning is a nightmare. No one would activate such effects for a rehearsal unless they wanted the cleaning staff to work overnight. This was clearly a closed-door performance to honor the stage, the staff's hard work, and the contract. Netizens summed it up perfectly. To cover up the embarrassment of this diplomatic farce, the authorities had to invent an even bigger lie, only to make things worse. Smashing their own foot with a rock once is bad enough, why do they keep picking the rock back up to smash it again? The fear behind the scenes and the price of wolf warrior diplomacy. Who are the real victims of this farce? Ayumi Hamasaki's boss, Max Matsuura, chairman of Avex, her Japanese label, posted something chilling on social media. The night before the Shanghai show, everything collapsed silently. It felt like killing the chicken to scare the monkey. It was terrifying. He described grown adults being cornered, trembling at the slightest touch, like living in a movie. This is the chairman of one of Japan's top entertainment companies, scared to this extent. It proves that what happened backstage was far beyond just a cancellation notice. Why cancel it? Everyone speculates it was because Japan's new Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi recently said, "A Taiwan contingency is a Japan contingency," which infuriated Beijing. When asked about it, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian simply passed the buck, saying it was a commercial event and reporters should ask the organizer. That's laughable. If it was commercial, why wait until the day before to cancel? Industry insiders say that for an artist of Ayumi's level, the Chinese organizer must pay everything up front. Canceling now means the financial loss falls entirely on the Chinese side. Not just Ayumi, Japanese singer Maki Oguro was yanked off stage mid-performance when power was cut and her mic snatched away. Even Hu Shijin, former editor-in-chief of Global Times, couldn't stand it, saying this kind of behavior only brings infamy to the city and causes greater loss to China than to Japan. Some netizens sarcastically remarked that this was the best free global promotion Ayumi could ever get. She elegantly slapped absurdity across the face. At this point, I want to ask everyone, why do you think the authorities fabricated the secret filming lie? Was it to save face, or because they were afraid people would see the spirit of protest behind Ayumi's empty venue performance? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. From Shanghai to Beijing, control that has spiraled out of control. When we look at the Yumenglong case and the Ayumi Hamasaki incident together, we see a deeply ironic phenomenon. In Shanghai, Ayumi faced the arrogance of power. The authorities thought that by locking the gates they could silence voices, and by issuing a fake apology letter they could rewrite facts. But what happened? Ayumi singing to empty seats became an even louder slap in the face. That clumsy lie only exposed to the world how rusted and foolish the CCP propaganda machine has become. In Beijing, Yumenglong faced the brutality of power. A vibrant life appears to have been ground to pieces by the meat grinder of power and capital, then smeared after death with the dirty label drunk and fell. But what happened? Over 710,000 petition signatures and countless netizens relentlessly pursuing the truth prove that fear has not completely triumphed over conscience. A report from Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council put it accurately. This case highlights how the CCP has fallen into a dilemma of self-censorship. The tighter the speech control, the wider rumors spread. Digital totalitarianism keeps springing leaks. Although Ayumi has left, one online article put it beautifully: years from now, when we look back at these images, we will see not just regret, but a slice of an era. I am absolutely certain that nothing can stop upright hearts from yearning for music, for beauty, and for freedom. Across the strait, Taiwanese political figures such as Taipei Mayor Cheng Wannan and Kaohsiung Mayor Chen Chimai are enthusiastically inviting Ayumi to perform in Taiwan. This is not just about snatching a singer, it's about seizing the right to define freedom and respect. We don't know when the truth about Yumenglong will finally come to light, but as long as we keep talking and remembering, no death contract can imprison a real soul. If you also support uncovering the truth in the Yumenglong case, or if you have anything to say about Ayumi Hamasaki's empty venue concert, please leave a comment below or hit like so more people see this video. The truth won't fall from the sky, it needs every single one of us to pay attention.